right, guys, welcome to Module 2, Nutrition, what you're all here for. We're gonna dive right into it. So in this module, what you're gonna learn is what are the different nutrition levels, why the proper hydration is so important for your success, what are macros and why are they important, what is the best diet. I know you wanna fast forward to that one, but you gotta wait for it. So what is the best diet, and then how to eat to achieve your goals. So nutrition levels, understanding where you're at. So I put this in this course because this is so important, and this is something I find that most people struggle with. So what nutrition levels is it's basically just a category of where a person is with their skills and their habits when it comes to nutrition. So the reason that is important to you is because most people think in the 0 to 100 mindset. They think either I'm a failure when it comes to nutrition or I'm a success. When really it's more of a spectrum. You have people over here that have zero control of what they eat and what they do. And on the other side of the spectrum, you have people that are dialed in, they have complete control of what they want to eat, what they want to do, and they can achieve these goals that are dictated by how you eat. So in this module, we're gonna dive into these levels. So there's 3 nutrition levels. The first level is a beginner. Most people are at level 1. Level 1 is the foundation, it's the fundamentals. I'll get more into level 1. Level 2 is kind of the intermediate level. Maybe a competitive athlete or maybe a novice bodybuilder will be at level 2. At level 3, this is advanced. So this is like world-class athletes where your weight is very dependent on your performance, or a professional bodybuilder that steps on the Olympia stage, or a magazine model that's on the front cover. These are people that are at level 3. So let me give you an example. In football, you have Pop Warner, you have high school, you have college, you have NFL. So a Pop Warner player, they're running around, they have no idea what they're doing, right? A high school player, they know how to play the game, but maybe they're not really that dedicated to it. So a high school player will be someone that's like level 1. They enjoy the game, they play it, and they understand all the rules. Level 2 is someone that's a college level athlete, college level football player. Now, they put in significant time, they understand the rules to a T, and they're diving into more complex topics. And then level 3 is an NFL player. They're the best of the best. They know all the rules, they know how to be successful, and some of them are just gifted. So they're able to be at that level 3. Now, all of these people are playing the same game. They're all playing football, but they're just at different levels of the game. So think of it like that when you think of nutrition levels. Everyone is in the nutrition game, but some people are at the Pop Warner level. Some people are at the NFL level. So when I'm covering this, kind of think of that and as a good way to understand nutrition levels. So level 1. So this consists of your foundational skills, and it's essential. So at level 2, level 3, you have to have this level 1 foundation. And basically, if you master the fundamentals of level 1, you can achieve great success fitness-wise, and you can also live a balanced life. So the physique of a level 1 person can range from, someone that's very obese to someone that actually competes in a bodybuilding competition. It just means that they're not as dialed in on their skills and their daily practices, but maybe they can compete because the genetics are good. Typical goals of a level 1 person is to feel better, look better, have more energy, and then create regular habits. And they want to ultimately have a better relationship with food. So level 1 skills. So these are the top 10 skills of a level 1 person, and I'll share a little bit about them, but a few of these I'm going to focus in on because they're the most important skills for you to develop in order to progress. So the first skill is make time, scheduling time to give attention to your health and fitness. Some people are so busy, so consumed with work, or so consumed with other activities in their life, they pay no attention to, making time for their health or fitness. So it's a skill to block out your calendar and just say, hey, every day at this time, I'm gonna do 30 minutes at the gym. Or every week at this time, I'm gonna meal prep. So that's the first skill for level 1. The next is take small actions to move in the direction of your goals. So the opposite of that is some people, they take no action to get in the direction of their goals. So by taking small action after small action after small action, it adds up. So if you can develop this skill, then you can progress. Number 3 is recognize hunger and fullness cues. If you can't recognize when you're hungry or you're full, then it's very difficult to eat according to what your body needs. 4 is make a routine out of your eating habits. So weekly meal preps, eat breakfast, lunch, dinner at the same time. This is another skill that you can develop at level 1. And if you're able to develop this skill, then you're able to progress. Number 5, consistently drink recommended daily water intake. This might be the most important level 1 skill. If you can get your water right, it's simple, it's not easy, it's simple. If you can get your water right, you'll feel much better, your organs will perform better, your overall performance in the gym, your daily life will be better. So get your water right, and we'll have a module coming up. It's going to tell you exactly how much water to drink. Number 6, add more whole, minimally processed foods. So if your diet consists of just junk food or just fast food, then it's really hard to achieve your goals. It's not impossible, you can achieve your goals. I know a guy that ate only McDonald's and was, this crazy athlete, shredded, but he's genetically gifted. So it's possible, but it's more rare to achieve your goals if you're just eating like that. So eating more whole, minimally processed foods is definitely a benefit. Number 7, develop a better sleep routine. This is the other level 1 skill that is crucial. If your sleep is on point, your hormones will be regulated, you will perform better, more energy, and you'll be able to recover from your workouts. When you recover, you can progress. Number 8, create supportive environment. So we all have people around us. We're not just in this vacuum of us by ourselves. We have girlfriends, boyfriends, husbands, wife, mom, dad, brothers, sisters, friends. And if these people around you aren't supportive of, your goals, then you really have to look at that and maybe consider, making a change if you can, or just having a serious conversation to get these people aligned with your goals. Because if your environment isn't supportive, it's so hard for you to make a change. And we'll talk more about environment and people around you in the mindset at the end of the course. And then move often and well. So you don't have to go to the gym every day like me. I compete in bodybuilding, so that's what I do. But you need to walk, you need to do some physical exercise, some physical activity in order to progress towards your goal. And then the final skill for level 1 is to plan, prioritize, and prepare. So if you're able to plan ahead, then you're able to really make a change. So in taking this course, we're going to teach you how to plan in order to reach your goals. So like I said before, there's 2 things I really want you to focus on for level 1. That's drink the recommended daily water intake, which we'll cover in the next few minutes, and then sleep 7 to 9 hours daily. When you're able to do this, these 2 things, you're able to really jumpstart your path to success. If you're unable to do these 2 things, really focus on these 2 things before you even jump into anything else when it comes to nutrition, fitness, or anything else, because you're kind of just spinning the hamster wheel and you're kind of putting things out of order. So focus on these 2 things and you'll be all right for level 1. Now, nutrition level 2, it consists of people who have mastered all of these level 1 strategies and progressed as far as they can with those. and they need more advanced strategies in order to, progress and get their body to where they want it to be. So an example is an athlete that wants to go from, like a rookie to a pro, or a professional athlete that wants to go from pro to an all-star. So if they get their nutrition right, then they're able to make that jump. And some mindset things that people in this category might say is, I feel confident and can stay on track pretty well. I want to learn, push myself and be challenged, or this is a priority for me. See, people at level 1, nutrition, fitness, it's not a priority to them. So maybe these advanced skills don't align with what they need. So a typical physique for a level 2 athlete would be healthy to lean, men 8 to 10% body fat, women 17 to 22% body fat. And some goals would be, they want to improve their athletic performance or their recovery. They want to get and sustain a lean athletic body. They want to work towards competing in physique or modeling, and they want to build the skills necessary in order to progress to a level 3. So me currently, most of the time I'm at level 2. Level 2 allows me to compete in bodybuilding and to be relatively lean year round. And the skills that I'm going to teach in level 2 is kind of what I adhere to in order to live my lifestyle. And then on this next slide, you're going to see a guy. It's not me. This is actually LeBron. I don't know if you ever heard of him, but LeBron is categorized as a level 2 athlete, right? So LeBron doesn't care at all about having abs, being shredded, or the way he looks. LeBron cares about how he performs. So he has a certain regimented routine in order to eat a certain way. And then the other guy on this slide, you might have heard of him, his name's Tom Brady. So Tom Brady, his nutrition is dialed into the T. But as you can see on the picture I put up of him, this guy is not shredded at all. You cannot, if you didn't know who he was, you'd be like, this is just a regular old dad, right? He got the dad bod. So Tom Brady does not, like LeBron, doesn't care how he looks, he cares how he performs. So he'll eat crazy things like avocado ice cream and different things in order to get the performance and to be able to do it for as long as he can. Tom Brady's in his mid-40s playing at the best in his career. Just won a Super Bowl. So they were able to do this, LeBron, Tom Brady, and different athletes of this level because they have their nutrition on point. So some level 2 skills to focus on is to, first off, you need to maintain a foundation of the level 1 skills. Next, you need to set expectations clearly and appropriately. So some people at level 1, they have no idea how to set their expectations. They say, okay, I'm gonna start dieting today, and in 2 weeks, I'm gonna be shredded, ready for beach season. It doesn't work like that. So people at level 2, they understand that how to set expectations, how to set goals, and all of that. Number 3 is observe, measure, and analyze more precisely. So at a level 2 skill level, you're weighing out your food, you're measuring your food, you're weighing your body regularly in order to progress and get the result you're looking for. Number 4, they consistently meet energy, calorie, and macronutrient needs. So level 2 people, they're counting calories and they're counting macros, which we'll cover a little bit later on the course, and they know exactly how much is going into their body. Number 5, they plan their workouts, they plan their workout and their nutrition to optimize their performance. So they'll eat at certain times of the day in order to get the most out of their workout. Number 6, they adjust meal frequency. Some level 2 athletes will do intermittent fasting. And I say that because level 1, you don't need to do intermittent fasting to get a result. It's actually an advanced technique that, unless you understand all the level 1 principles, intermittent fasting might not work for you. Number 7, prepare for competition events. So level 2 athletes, they know how to prepare their body to compete 3 months out, 4 months out, and they can be dialed in and focused for that amount of time. And then finally, number 8, at level 2, sometimes you need to supplement your meal plan with different supplements like protein powder, vitamins, different minerals in order to get that optimal look. So some practices for level 2 are to consistently execute and review quality of level 1 behaviors, keep a healthy attitude towards food data. So a level 2 person, they won't get, discouraged or depressed if the scale goes up 1 or 2 pounds. They understand it's part of the process, and they will keep progressing and keep doing the same habits and not jump all over the place. They'll do regular and detailed progress checks so that they can understand, and they understand it's just data. So you get a certain reading on the scale, you get a certain performance in the gym, and they can understand the difference between, oh, I'm not getting better, or this is part of the process. They keep detailed food logs. So in this course, I'm going to show you how to log your food in what's called MyFitnessPal. And they also can calculate nutrient needs. So they know how to calculate their macros and get to that level that they want to be. So nutritional level 3. So first off, most people do not get to this nutrition level. It's like the elite of the elite. And it consists of people with very specific, very short term. People at level 3, you can't live like this for your whole life, really only for a few months at most. But the people that do this, they get paid for the way they look, or they need to weigh a certain weight for their lifestyle. Basically, their whole life is based around these goals and the way that they approach nutrition. So these people are extremely fit, extremely lean. Think of a professional bodybuilder, think of a professional boxer. They need to get below 8% body fat for a man or below 17% body fat for a woman. And some of the goals, they want to be, elite. They want to be the best of the best. They want to be a pro, or they want to weigh in a certain weight for, an event. Boxer needs to meet a certain weight class. UFC fighter, same thing. So this next slide, I have a few examples of level 3 people. So the first, Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather, if he doesn't meet weight, he will lose out on literally millions of dollars. So he has to have his nutrition dialed into the T. I have Jeremy Buendia on this slide. Jeremy Buendia won men's physique overall at the Olympia 4 years in a row. And as you can see, this man is shredded. So every ounce of food that goes into his body is calculated. His supplementation is calculated. His workouts are calculated. His life is fitness and nutrition. But in order to get to that level, your life has to be that level. And then finally, we have Massey Arias. She's a person in the nutrition industry. I look up to her. She's a beast. Look her up. But she's featured on multiple magazine covers. And her whole stance on nutrition is it should be balanced. It should fit your lifestyle. But in order to get on these magazine covers, she has to use level 3 principles for a few weeks, a few months, in order to get this lean to be on a magazine cover. And the biggest reason I share this with you is because a lot of people think they need to be level 3 just to get any results, and they don't. Level 3 is for the top of the top. If you are a level 1 following your foundational habits, you can get great results. You can lose 15 pounds, you can lose 20 pounds, and we'll cover that. Just basically drop the all or nothing mentality. So some of the skills that allow these people to be level 3 is they follow a highly detailed meal plan down to the gram, down to the ounce. They either carb cycle or they calorie cycle to time their carbs for certain periods of time. They manipulate their water. So they'll drink a bunch of water in a strategic way so that when it's time to weigh in, when it's time for the photo shoot, you're able to look as shredded as possible. And then finally, they measure their results precisely, like their body fat, their visual image, their everything to a T. So some trade-offs to level 3. So level 3, your relationships may suffer. You won't have time for all the relationships. Your social life may suffer. You can't go out to eat with your friends. You may develop disordered eating. These people that get to this elite level, in their mind, if they don't look like this all the time, it kind of messes with their mindset. So these are some trade-offs that you have to consider before attempting a level 3 lifestyle. So the key points for all these levels and covering these levels with you is, instead of all or nothing, try a little bit of something. So instead of saying, I'm gonna be perfect with my food, I'm gonna be perfect with my cardio, I'm gonna be perfect with my workouts, with my water, I'm gonna be perfect overall, they say, okay, today I drank 1 bottle of water, tomorrow I'm gonna drink 2. So a little bit of progression over time is much better than diving all in saying, I have to be perfect, because you'll dive in saying, I have to be perfect, and a week in, you're exhausted, you're burnt out, and it defeats the purpose. Then 2 weeks later, you're worse off because you went on a binge. So you need to get rid of that all or nothing mentality and have a try a little bit of something mentality. Next is, it's okay to be at level 1. You can be at level 1 forever. It doesn't dictate how good of a person you are. It doesn't dictate anything like that. It just means that at this point in your life, nutrition is not your biggest priority, but you pay attention to it, you understand some concepts in order to have the body that you desire. There's trade-offs for level 2 and level 3. Level 2 and level 3 are very goal specific, and unless your money is dictated to that, or your performance is dictated to being at these levels, sometimes it's not necessary. So I just want you to understand that, and understand that whatever you learn in this course is go gradual. Start where you're at and go gradual, and then you build up to where you have the skills and habits to have a more advanced skill level when it comes to nutrition. So that's what I got to say about levels. Next up, in the next video, we're going to talk about water, fluid balance, and all of that, what you need, how much you need to drink. So see you in the next video.